What is facilitated diffusion? The water-soluble substances having large molecule such as glucose cannot diffuse through the protein channels by simple diffusion. These substances, these large glucose molecule-like substances, diffuses through the channel membrane with the help of some carrier proteins. And this type of diffusion is known as facilitated diffusion or carrier-mediated diffusion. There are many types of carrier proteins in this cell membrane, and each type having binding sites that are specific for a particular substances. Among the most important substances that cross the membrane by facilitated diffusion are glucose and most of the amino acids. Now, what is the mechanism of facilitated diffusion? The mechanism for facilitated diffusion, there is a conformational changes occurs in the carrier proteins after the molecules to be transported is bound at the receptor site. This is the receptor site. This pink color molecules, she is showing a cell membrane. This pink color stands like a cell membrane. These are the channels. And this is the binding site of the molecule to be transported. For example, this is the glucose molecule. This 1, 2, 3 molecules of glucose. These are the glucose or any type of the amino acids. When these carrier proteins, these molecules are transported, and these transported is bound at the receptor site, the receptive spontaneous configurational changes allows the diffusion of the molecules. You can see these are the molecules, and these are the molecules transported through these channels, and these molecules released from the binding sites. So there are around 3 types of the carrier protein system that are known. First is the uniport, symport and antiport. Uniport, symport and antiport. So uniport system, in this system the carrier protein transport only one type of molecules. Symport, in this system the transport of the substance is linked with the transfer of another substances. For example, this is a facilitated diffusion. And the third one is the antiport, and antiport is the carrier proteins exchange one substance for another substance. For example, sodium potassium exchange. There are 3 molecules of sodium and 2 molecules of potassium. The sodium potassium exchange or sodium hydrogen exchange in the renal tubules. So this is the facilitated diffusion.